All right, the Champions League draw is done. The ties are officially set, and we can now see the road to the final in Budapest. But look, this wasn't your average draw. This round of 16, well, let's just say this supposedly random process created a story with some very, very clear winners and some truly unlucky losers.
And right off the bat, that was it. That was the huge takeaway from all the expert analysis. A really bold, definitive statement. How is it that one team can come out of a random draw as the undeniable victor?
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, how do you win something that's supposed to be pure luck? Well, the answer isn't just about who they're playing. It's about how the entire bracket basically split right down the middle into two totally different competitions.
So to really get why everyone's calling Arsenal the big winners, you have to see this draw for what it is. It's basically a tale of two completely different paths to get to that final. One side is an absolute brutal heavyweight brawl, and the other? Well, let's just say the other looks like a golden opportunity.
And when you see it laid out like this, wow, it is stark. On one side, you have what we're calling the gauntlet. I mean, it is a murderous row with Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich. These giants are now going to be forced to knock each other out early. And then you look over at the other side, the golden path. It just looks so much more wide open. So let's just dive into that gauntlet for a second. Seriously, this is the side of the bracket you would absolutely not want to be on. It is just packed with one blockbuster clash after another, right from the very start.
And the drama kicked off immediately. I mean, the very first matchup they pulled out of the hat paired Manchester City with Real Madrid, a huge rematch with a ton of recent history. That one tie instantly told everyone watching, okay, this half of the draw is going to be ruthless. And this right here just shows you how unbelievably unlucky City were. Pundits called this the biggest discrepancy of the whole draw. Look, they could have been playing the Norwegian side Bodo Glimt. Instead, they get the 14-time champions Real Madrid. It just doesn't get any tougher. And oh, it didn't just end there. The tough matchups just kept on coming on this side. You've got other giants like Bayern Munich in the mix too. The most important thing to realize is this. A true European heavyweight is now guaranteed to get knocked out in every single round on this half of the bracket. Okay, so now let's take a deep breath and cross over to the other side. Because while that first half is an absolute minefield, this other half has opened up a massive, almost unbelievable opportunity, especially for one club from London. In this is exactly why everyone's crowning Arsenal as the winners of the draw. They are, without a doubt, the standout team on their side of the bracket. Their path to the later stages is suddenly looking incredibly clear, especially when you see what their Premier League rivals are up against.
I mean, just look at this potential roadmap for them. First up, they get Bayer Leverkusen. If they can get through that, their quarterfinal opponent would be either Bodo Glimt or Sporting Lisbon. But here's the biggest part, step 3. Because Man City, Real Madrid, and Bayern are all on the opposite side, Arsenal literally cannot face any of them until the final. It is a gigantic chance for them to make it all the way to Budapest.
But, you know, Arsenal's golden ticket isn't the only juicy storyline to come out of this draw. The way the bracket fell has also set up the very real possibility of some incredible, high-stakes, all-English quarterfinals.
Just think about these matchups for a second. If Chelsea can get past PSG and Liverpool handles their business, guess what? They face each other. And on the other side, if Newcastle beats Barcelona and Tottenham gets past Atletico Madrid, we could see a massive English rivalry clash. The drama is just baked right into this draw.
So, okay, Arsenal has been handed this incredible gift, this beautifully clear path. But here's the twist. Is a draw that looks this good on paper really a gift, or does it actually become something else entirely?
And there it is. That's the flip side. A golden path isn't just an opportunity, it's a giant spotlight. As the pundits were quick to point out, this draw immediately piles an enormous amount of pressure and expectation squarely onto Arsenal's shoulders. Any idea of being a plucky underdog? That's gone.
And let's not forget the context coming into this. Before the draw, everyone agreed that Arsenal's main goal, the ultimate prize this season, was winning the Premier League. But now, after this, the expectation is that they should be reaching the very last stage of the Champions League. This draw has totally changed the narrative around their season.
And that's really the big, provocative question that hangs over everything now. When your route to the final looks this clear, at least on paper, does it completely reframe what success and failure look like? With this draw, has the bar been raised so high that for Arsenal, anything less than a trip to Budapest will now be seen as a disappointment? That is the weight they have to carry now.